I mean, stuns win games. And also, I don't have faith in this Weaver. I hate to say it, but I don't see how he fits into the grand picture. Like, it looks like it's just way too hard.
Thanks to the presence of FNG. FNG taking the time to move over towards mid. They're going to look to try and set him onto Thompson. Thompson is going to ink swell himself, forcing Limp to jump away, keep his distance. But Thompson is very low right now. Phantom's Embrace and the nuke going to be dodged very nicely by Limp with the phase shift. And Thompson, what's he got coming out on the on the courier? Has he got any regen? He hasn't. So Thompson's going to have to take the walk all the way back to base. So
this is just confidence on a hero, like to go this really wonky skill build. You saw the DK bottom. You see the puck skipping the coil here. These guys have definitely been in this spot before, and they just know what to expect coming in the next few minutes.
See top lane, S4 now with the Necro book out, putting a lot of pressure onto Midbon. I mean, Midbon's just down in mana. He's just dead. Ooh, K-stick charge on the sleight of fist. He gets the remnant out, but he hasn't got enough to jump to it. I mean, that Necro book just destroyed Midbon. He just slowly let himself get beaten down and the mana taken out of him. See over towards mid, Limp trying to play aggressive in onto Thompson. TP backup coming in for OG. FNG's there on the side with Limp to back him up. He's got the DD as well here on Limp if he wants to get back in. Stepping over to FNG, finds the setup. Extra damage coming through from Saxon with the Illuminate. Limp still able to jump in and clean up the mid kill. As Thompson goes down, an extra TP coming over from OG. They're bringing in Midbon. They're going to look to try and get the catch onto Limp, but Limp, he's more than fine, of course, with this skill build. As you say, no points in chain.
Like, loss of farm. The Pango took over the lane. They were still farming the mid lane. And we might see a repeat here, S4.
I mean, again, just this mana burn from the Necro books just causing such an issue here for Midbon. It's easy kills anytime he shows in the lane here. 2 times now, S4. Just, he's loving life up there. Down bottom, they're going to try and make the aggressive move onto Seb, setting up with the Dream Coil. Have they got enough damage to break down this Dragon Knight? Seb tries to turn, holds back the one of them, but it's not enough to stop him from going down. Tips out as well here from Nico, baby. As top lane, even hunting in the trees to see if they can get No-Tail too. This,
no swash.
Again, just the power of S4 and this early Necro book timing that he can get on the Beastmaster. I mean, I've never seen sort of the rush get so many kills, you know, sure, you know, getting it this fast, you're going to have that pressure. The rush gets so many kills, you know, sure, you know, getting it this fast, you're going to have that pressure. But they've already lost 3 heroes on this top lane to the Necro book.
They're electing to leave the Coddle bottom to help enable the DK's pressure there, rather than try to alleviate some pressure top, which is interesting. And they're definitely paying the price for it on the side of OG. But yeah, this is a 10th pick Beastmaster. It's a really good Beastmaster game at this stage. They have a lot of point-click targets. You roar them, they're going to die. They might be the first to take an objective, despite a lot of these early kills going towards Alliance.
See how much pressure they can put on. Top lane, FNG gets it again. Fisher into Raw, into Goodbye Mana. I mean, these two are just crushing this top lane. Like, Midbon, he's died here 3 times now, Brian.
Yeah, that one might just be... At what point do you call it feeding?
Bottom lane, ooh, I'm gonna have that blast to the side, knocks FNG away before he pops the Echo. So OG able to keep the majority of them out of the range of that setup attempt. See bottom, Seb. See if he can get the walk in, but TP is already coming over towards the outpost. Alliance there, more than happy to fight this. They're just going to turn them straight towards Seb. No-Tail and Thompson, they're up on the high ground. Seb getting burst low. Good angle with the Rolling Thunder though. No-Tail catching onto the 3 of them. Inkswell stun follow-up onto Limp. Limp, can he live here? Handscape providing the heals. The face shift dodges the sleight of fist, but the chains are up. Midbon's able to lock him down. They'll kill off Limp. Nico, baby, with the time, that's will manage to get his way out. As at the same time on the top half of the map, S4 picks up another. Takes out Saxa. So they may have got Limp, but they've still lost 2 overall. Midbon's continuing to try and chase onto Hansken. With Nico Baby by his side, OG have to hold back. They can't dive in any further onto these 2. And he's ready to turn it into a 6-0. He's in with the smoke with FNG. They get the setup on a No-Tail. There it is. It's going to be another one for him, for sure. Maybe not with the swashbuckle, the slow. Still causing issues. No-Tail, he's got nowhere to roll out. And the damage from these Necro books, it's too much here. Another kill for S4, completely unstoppable on this Beastmaster. And hey, would you look at that? In perfect position to start having a bit of a chip at the tier 1 tower mid.
That's the progression for Beastmaster. You take the top tower, and eventually you look to invade the mid tower, whether you casually walk there, whether you turn it from a smoke gank. That is really the hero. So, glad to see they agree and they back off. Weaver, he's got, yes, the Maelstrom, no boots, Sanj.
Oh,
okay.
He's trying to get in onto FNG. And with Seb's follow-up, he'll have it.
Yeah, I like this Weaver build a lot. You don't need boots necessarily, and OG looks to want to make a move top.
It's a tricky one to catch though, especially with Hanskin by his side, and Hanskin's already ready to take him out with a relocate.
Yeah, that was never going to work, I think. Alliance just has really good positioning on the map. Really good awareness, like Puck was always, Lib was instantly ready to dodge that gank. S4 dodged the smoke gank earlier. And Hanskin, I guess that's the price they pay, and I'm sure OG kind of expected that to be the end result if IO was behind him.
Alliance with this smoke might catch one of them walking up here. Yeah, Raw down onto mid one. You're going to have Seb jump in for the backlines, but the Fisher's already going to finish mid one off. As mid one goes down, Seb popping the Outer Dragon form, opting to try and fight, but he's completely out of mana thanks to the Necro Book. And Seb, he's going to get left behind. The rest of his team bailing on him. As Seb goes down, Nico Baby getting in aggressive with the chase onto Thompson. The silence from Limp and the damage here from this blade causing NoTail to have to jump out. Thompson's also been split from the lineup as Thompson falls. Double kill for S4. As they're really struggling, OG here. Alliance are just each and every time creating this impenetrable defense that OG just can't seem to fight into right now. This bounty rune's coming up soon. Seb, he's going to jump in on this. I mean, there's a relocate coming over. Okay, he has got Saxa by his side, but already Limp's jumped in on the backlines with the Dream Coil. Seb is dead. As the Thunder comes out, but the Fish is in place. Nico Baby's going to start to poke at the backlines, looking towards Thompson. S4 just standing his ground with a BKB. As Nico Baby and FNG look to chase them down. Midbon's got to run, but the Echo slams out. Midbon's locked down into the silence. Midbon goes down. It's 3 dead on OG. Thompson's trying to run. He's out of mana. He's also going to fall. It's a team wipe. What is OG doing? They're just making it easy for Alliance. I mean, that was a pretty wild initiation from Seb, Brian.
Yeah, I feel like S4 had to work really hard for his earlier kills, but the last two have just been cores blinking or walking up high grounds into him.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I think OG is thinking to themselves that Alliance has to mess up. Like, we have to make these proactive plays, and if Alliance is not ready for them, they will work.
There's going to be more than ample time for Hanskin to just get in every single time and offer up that extra bit of heal and sustain to make it very hard for OG to ever be able to burst through this Weaver. Bottom lane Limp, he's in with a setup onto mid one. Mid one's down, Roar onto NoTail, holding him in place in the Rolling Thunder. And they're just chasing for more. There's just no stopping here from Alliance. Straight over to Thompson. Thompson cannot do anything here against the full 5 of them surrounding him and taking him down. It's 20-5, 21 minutes in, 9k lead for Alliance as they are completely dominating OG.
Like, he's a hero that usually has to go for like a Falcon Blade or an earlier Lincoln Sphere against a hero like DK, but this IO is definitely enabling Nico Baby to just go for all of these luxurious items that feel really nice to buy.
See bottom. I mean, Mid1 tries to go in onto FNG, but Limp's in with the backup. Coils down. Mid1 getting burst low. NoTail in with the Rolling Thunder to provide some safety for Mid1. He ticks down low. They do get FNG over to the side. Thompson was trying to join the team, but S4 puts him in position with the Roar. Saxon trying with the TP out. Is he going to make it away? He does. Only just, but again, Thompson dying. S4 continues to just sort of take whatever he wants it. They're looking for a fight here, Alliance. And Seb, he's going to try and start it. They're trying to get rid of Hanskin, see if they can burst him with the combo. But the Roar's out onto Thompson. Hanskin's still alive. Seb, can he finally finish him off? He can. NoTail comes in with the Rolling Thunder. They get the kill, but Thompson's going to fall to the Necro Books. They've got the chains onto S4. Follow-up Dragon Tail stuff from Seb, but there's the coverage from FNG. Lays down the Fisher. Stops them from being able to kill off S4. As OG again just losing another horrendous team fight for themselves. They lose 4. They only get Hanskin, and they really had to throw everything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is such good play. Like, they're dying to his stuff on the ground, and it's enabling so much to happen with these squishy heroes we were concerned about.
Oh,
They're not so squishy when the threats are all just dead.
Thompson just caught outside of the base. Nico Baby's going to chase him up. He's dead. There's going to be a buyback from Saxa. If they're trying to turn this around, No-Tail looking for the angle here with the Thunder, but Limp, he's already got that magic immunity out and good to go. Stands his ground. It's going to be Mid1 out for the count. He has got a buyback. No-Tail trying to TP away. They're going to be able to kill him before he's even out of there, as No-Tail's out of the game. Seb and Saxa just getting pushed back to the fountain here by Nico Baby, as there seems to be very little that OG can do right now to hold Alliance back. 29-7, 18k lead. 26 minutes in Alliance, they're taking the top racks. Tier 3's down, racks are exposed. It doesn't seem like OG can hold this at all. Seb, I mean, he's got nothing here. He's trying to run, but they're underneath the tier 4s. It's getting messy. It's getting very, very messy here. As again, you know, this is so different to the Alliance that we saw the other day. This is the Alliance that the fans expected to see, and my goodness, they're getting a show right here in Game 1 against OG.
That might have been the funniest use of Echo Slam I've ever seen. FNG, no blink, but just a shot. Echo Slam to keep the Aftershock stun on Thompson so he wasn't able to cast any of his spells. Yeah.
I guess my viewpoint is I don't know if Thompson is going to have an excellent laning stage either way, but he does provide a lot of burst damage. And if he gets Blink at a good time, he's going to destroy Prophet across the map.
We'll be thoroughly impressed if Mid1 carries this game. I feel like this is a very hard Ricky game. And I will learn a lot if he does.
Not off to a great start. I mean, as you said, it's a hard game for the Ricky. And Alliance, they started off with a first blood against him. This lane proving to already be a little too much for Mid1 to handle. And you know, obviously last game we saw Mid1 have a very tough time on the safe lane Ember, so eyes definitely on him to see what he's going to be able to do this time round. As top lane, attempt to go on to FNG. Nico Baby's going to jump over towards Saxa. FNG will go down. Can Nico Baby get the trade kill? Yeah, he'll be able to. Oh, the Fairy Fire. Indeed, he wasn't quite ready for that. Did start to back off, and that's going to cost him the opportunity to finish that kill off, as Nico Baby won't be able to find him in return.
If you're a carrier that can kind of just dip out and go jungle, Timbersaw loses a lot of his early effectiveness in terms of shutting down the opponent carry, but Ricky has no backup plan.
Mid lane, getting in onto Thompson, but Hanskin off the mark there with the stun. Thompson able to do a good job of juking it, turns around to looks to kill off Hanskin, but the Remnant's out. Protective disruption there from No-Tail. His poison won't kill Hanskin, and Thompson does end up going down at the end of it all.
Yeah, you were mentioning he was struggling for mana, and he was 5 mana short of the Avalanche.
And look at this chase here from Limp. Another beautifully placed Remnant. I mean, really getting the work done there with that Arcane Rune. 2 kills for Limp in the mid. Well, they're going to bring in an extra pair of hands here to try and have a go on to Thompson. Hanskin joining to try and push Thompson back, but as you say, Thompson still very much knowing his strength. See Top trying to get aggressive on S4, but yeah, he's not really under any pressure at all. In fact, Seb might be forced to get out of here, as he has to TP away from S4. As it really does seem at the moment nothing they could do about this. Timber, Limp comes in from the side with the DD ready to go, blows up Saxa. And the pressure will be onto another tier 1 tower. So not only S4's presence and laning down bottom, allowing them to get that very early tier 1 tower taken from the safe lane of OG.
And Timbersaw, I guess PA is only ahead by 100 gold. Wow, what? I just tuned into the net worth. Huh. Never mind. Maybe I'm mistaken here.
We'll see FNG.
Timbersaw is undealable with, I feel like. I just see all this stuff and I'm like, PA's farming bottom.
Where Mid1, he knows Mid1 has to get the Battle Fury on the Ricky. And he's going to be able to be so active before Mid1 has his core items to fight with.
I don't know how much I like this or not.
See mid Limp. Getting it onto Saxa.
So you see that OG's electing to just play completely away from the Timbersaw, just ignore him, but that's costing them all their tier 1s, because wherever S4 walks, you know, bottom first, then top, now mid. Thompson's trying to make as much space, and action happen as possible in the other lanes, but does killing a Nature's Prophet really matter all that much as Limp TP's in?
I mean, definitely not if it costs Topson his life. Remnant's going to be off the mark. Hanskin impales down. Topson's going to get burst out. Seb, he's out with the TP. If they got anything to stop it, they haven't.
And he's got no other options. You have to get creative. You have to take some super dangerous farm, force the enemy team to come respond to you without dying, and that's exactly what Topson's doing here. As the overwhelming blink queued up.
Yeah, we'll see if he follows up on that. That'll be a pretty wild first item rush, the completed overwhelming blink. Let's see, the haste rune's going to be grabbed up by S4. I mean, S4 could look to run down Topson here with that. It'll be held back by the disruption. Dagger out to Saxa, but Limp falls. They've got the bruise split out and that extra bit of control to keep S4 held in place with the Wind Panda. As he comes back down, though, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything aggressive onto S4. They've got to start running away from him. He's still got the remainder of that haste going. They'll try with the combo and the Spirit Vessel. That might just do it. He's out to the side with the Timber Chain, but the Spirit Vessel allows them to get the kill. Midbon in with a finishing hit.
And he's choosing the former. I feel like in NA, they always choose the latter, so I don't exactly know how this one's going to play out.
So, they know Hanskin was sneaking around there with all the sentries they had set up. As they come and drop the
15-minute Battle Fury for mid one. That's honestly pretty damn good, all things considered. Really bad lane. Ricky has no farming steroid to enable him to get that sooner like Jug-type heroes and Troll-type heroes do.
Alliance, they are beginning to set up in the jungle. Actually, Limp maybe seeing if he can get the connection onto Seb. Seb, no split available. He's out of mana, and he's out of life.
Prophet ulti.
Let's see if they can get anything more out of this. Demonic Purge slowing down Limp for now. Over to the side, Saxa. He's trying to get out, and he'll make it away. No TP cancel there between the two of them. Same to be said as the those surrounding Notel.
That's why I'm really surprised. I'm gonna... Okay, I'll wait till it's fight.
They're going to try and get the jump in, but again, Saxa with that stolen spike carapace stopping the initial burst from Alliance. And now Saxa maybe even trying to see if they can get the setup with the turnaround. Disruption used, but already Nico Baby finds himself his first target. He's in onto No-Tail. Now he'll turn over towards Topson. In he goes, they'll get the two of them. Saxa trying to fight with the help of Seb in his primal split. Nico Baby's going to end up going down as Midbon gets the kill. Nico Baby's dead. Hansken also falling. As, you know, oh, now FNG is in it. As Midbon and Seb, they're going to look for him. FNG going for the TP out, but they've got the stun. FNG going down. And we'll see S4. I mean, I don't think the three of them will be able to do anything about him. Yeah, S4's going to be able to step away. But this has got to be a big concern, right, for Alliance, Brian, is, you know, this is fights where your PA has got a Deso, an item to fight with.
You would be content trading farm because PA scales better than Ricky. So I'm really skeptical of Nico Baby's plan of this game. And just like I was skeptical of what OG was doing earlier, I'm now skeptical of what his vision of this game is.
Up top, they will manage to get the kill onto Seb. Midbon finds FNG though. Midbon and Topson, they're seeing if they can get back in on this. Stops them. Controlled by the Yules and Alliance completely splitting.
So I expect that's what he's probably going to be looking for. As OG wants to get mid-tier 1, as Limp stalling out as best he can.
See how much Alliance can do to slow down this push. S4 standing forward, but immediately the vessel's down onto him into the follow-up combo. He's caught in the smoke screen. We're going to see Limp try and jump over towards the squishies. He's looking for the Shadow Demon. He'll get it. Big crit comes out from Nico Baby as No-Tail falls. S4 still alive, chains himself away. The vessel continue to tick him down though. Topson in with a chase. Another burst combo takes out S4. The damage from the Tricks of the Trade sets up for another as Midbon gets the kill. And now Nico Baby, he's isolated alone. The stolen Dissimulate from Saxon giving him the ability to dodge to the side, keep himself away from the PA. PA getting controlled here by Topson and Seb as there's another dead. S4's brought back here in an attempt to turn this fight around, but he's just alone. The vessel down upon him. Another cloud put in place as S4, he's got to be careful. He brought back for this. He's trying to get out of the side with the Timber Chain, but Topson blinks in again. It's a dieback on S4 here at 22 minutes. And the numbers is 14 to 40, less than 1k in.
Was to accept that they could absolutely do nothing about the Timber Saw for so long early game, as Seb just dies to the Limp solo plus the Nature's Prophet ulti. And I don't know if you've checked it out, Owen, but Have you looked at Thompson's item queue?
That's going to be very hard for Alliance to run away from when he's in with that slow.
Yeah, I think it's just all about the control. Keep people in the Ricky's tricks of the trade as well.
No, that's true. Yeah, very true. And bottom lane, I mean, S4, after what was such a solid start with the way that he was able to play around the map, get the tier 1s as early as he did with the pressure, his game has just taken a massive hit at this stage. A very nice hero to get this item on. And yeah, the slow, as you say, I mean, it's a very strong slow. 6 seconds slow, 50% movement speed. Mid lane, Thompson coming in onto the two of them. As you can see, Hansken, he's going to really struggle to run away from this sort of initiation now. Anytime that Thompson's in with the overwhelming blink, you cannot run.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nice bottom. Saxa. That will be a free kill here for the side of Alliance. While I say that, Thompson's going to come in with the counterplay. NicoBaby has to pop the BKB and run away. First charge down, and he's having to use it to retreat. S4, he's been found in the trees. He's trying to get his way out of there, but there's just so much damage. And now Mid1 with the full Daedalus at 27 minutes in. He's ready to start kicking out those 1K crits.
Really hard to stun somebody who's invulnerable during the damage that they deal.
Oh. See if they can get in there once. I don't think they're going to be trying it for a second time, though, right now.
That's probably the last time Mid1 hits a building this game. It's not like he lost anything major. Back to farming.
A very juicy rune as well there up the river. DD, if they're able to go and pick it up. Looking for the setup here onto Mid1. They've got the trap with the Remnant, but a nice save here from Notel with the disruption. The follow-up is there from Hansken, though, comes in with the stun, and there's crits are there this time in the hands of NicoBaby as they take down Mid1. See what more they can get from this. NicoBaby over towards Saxa. They'll get a second. Alliance, can they get more from this? They're trying to chase down Seb. He comes out of the split. Carapace is out, though. NicoBaby's ready to jump over. And finally, Alliance able to get the team fight in the way that they hoped for. Enabling NicoBaby, allowing him to go from target to target, and starting things off by taking down that Ricky. Alliance, do they want to try and fight into this? Seb with the split. As Alliance themselves begin to separate. Actually going to see the jump on a Notel. Notel has to buy back. They instantly take him down with a big crit. Seb has the control onto Lim. See NicoBaby focusing down Thompson with his BKB up. He's getting the work done. A second kill for NicoBaby. The BKB does now come to an end, though, so he has to be careful at the chase here, but he's out with a blink. Off to the side. OG try and turn their efforts towards S4, but he's been underneath the tier 2. Actually thinking about chasing back in on this. Dust still out onto Mid1.
Mana burn stolen. That's super annoying for S4. You gotta love the entering the carries mindset from Mid1, as he had the Aegis and he queued up the butterfly, farming while looking to be the +1. Brewmaster's the frontline team fight, so he's probably the best candidate, oddly enough.
Oh, S4 getting aggressive here by the tower, looking to take out Notel. OG's there with the response. They lose Notel, but Mid1, he's found the setup straight in onto FNG with the tricks of the trade. He gets the crit. Takes down the Prophet. See what more they can look for. Limp committing with the BKB. He's got the catch onto the Ricky. NicoBaby's there with a follow-up. Another crit in as NicoBaby takes down Mid1. I mean, Mid1's down for 80 seconds. Alliance, they are pulling these fights out effortlessly now. Stops him. He's trying to slow them down. I mean, they'll just start moving over towards him. The stun's on him. NicoBaby's in with a follow-up. Thompson's dead. No buyback on him either. I mean, all the tier 2s have been taken. They've got a lot of space, Alliance, to at least take one set of racks. And maybe even more with the fact that these buybacks aren't up.
Yeah, this is, I always say I'm either right or I'm learning.
They were just playing for this 30 minutes, group up and go. It didn't matter if Farm was going to be there on Mid1. They felt confident in the initiation. We've seen pretty much each time, you know, Limp and Hansken, they've been getting that opening onto the Ricky, whether it be the Remnant or the Impale, and it's just ruined Mid1's game. It's been irrelevant how much farm he's had on him. Yeah, they've got to get it. I don't think they're going to be able to get it soon enough. The damage from NicoBaby. He's taking it down too quickly, and he's got it. There's the kill. There's the Aegis. They're outside of the pit. They do lose Limp. Instant burst combo comes into play. Hansken, though, with a beautiful stun onto the two of them. The setup's there onto Notel. Stolen Impale thrown back here. Will cause the death of Hansken. See what NicoBaby can do with the cleanup. He's jumping over. He's been able to find the first target. No tail. Now he turns over towards Midbon. Midbon popping the BKB, but he's having to run with this BKB. He's trying to get out of here. Seb comes to a finish with the split. Remnant out, controlling him. Midbon's trying to jump back in with the tricks. The trade. Has he got enough damage to kill Nico Baby? Nico Baby getting low, but the BKB is still good to go. As they've got a backup, they can't even kill Nico Baby the once hit.
Nico Baby shows he truly understands this matchup. It's obviously an item you can buy anyway, but...
He's going in on S4. There's a lot of backup here for S4. Midbon, he's got to get on the retreat. Tops is able to get in with the combo onto the two of them as he's found Limp, but Limp pops the cheese. BKB's up. He's going to be fine. Silence onto Nico Baby. Nico Baby trying to run. The stun's there from the brew. Can Seb finish him the once? He can't. Nico Baby's still fine and good to go. Midbon has to use the BKB to retreat. Big stun comes out. They burst through the Aegis of Nico Baby. They'll also find the life of Hanskin. Can they kill Nico Baby a second time? As he's standing to the side, still has the backup of Limp, FNG, and S4. Alliance.
So has BKB on PA.
They still seem happy to go in on this Limp. Starting things on to Thompson. Nico Baby looking for the perfect time to jump in. He still watches from the side.
No buyback on him.
Burst through Limp. That is Limp down for 100 seconds. Now Nico Baby looks to commit. In onto Seb. That's going to be the brew down. Now popping the BKB. Turns on towards Thompson. A buyback comes out for Seb, but he cannot get in position to save Thompson in time as Thompson is down. They have caught S4 on the high ground as S4 not quite able to make it back out as easily as Nico Baby did. So S4 will get left behind here. Chase from Saxa, finding further setup onto FNG as OG look to try and get as much as they can off this defense, but they won't be able to stop the TPL. As the Prophet's away and Nico Baby's back in!
The sentry on the high ground.
He finds the Ricky! Saxa's got a ghost step to save himself, but Nico Baby just weaving perfectly in and out of these fights. As he's just in again. He is diving near tier 4s. They do have the stun control. He's 20-second cooldown on the BKB. All right, I mean, I guess weaving perfectly in and out of the fights until then. They have indeed got what they came for. I don't think he's going to be too fussed with being dead for 90 seconds. He may not have buyback this build, and in a way that, you know, regardless of the farm that Mid1 had early on, Mid1's still very much a vulnerability. If one of these carries gets caught out, it could be pretty much game for each team. As up top, Thompson, he's caught out alone. And again, no buyback, still just a little short on the goal. 40 gold short of the buyback here, Thompson. Alliance, they're going to try and chase for more. S4 leading in. Pokes out a response from Mid1. Mid1 actually jumping over to the small creeps. Nico Baby's prepared with the dust. Mid1 trying to hide in the trees, jumps over the cliff here with the tricks of the trade. He'll be able to get out of there. There'll be a buyback from Saxa. Seb committing with the split. See what Seb can chase down. He's trying to go in onto S4, but with the hood and the Bloodstone, S4's fine. Bottom lane, FNG going for a bit of split pressure. OG, they'll be able to punish it. As FNG caught on his own, they'll find themselves the kill.
As they quickly are wrangled back into their base here.
See Mid1 trying to start the action here with Seb. That's Limp. Oh, he's straight in onto the back lines. He's found the catch on the Sax, so he's able to burst him down low, but the save comes in. The disruption gives Sax a bit of time, but Hanskin has the impale to follow it up. They've caught Limp. Limp is dead, though. Damage is enough here from Mid1. And into the trees, they'll find Hanskin as well. The cloud is down. Hanskin, has he got any means of escape? He's trying. He's running through the trees, but they're on top of him once more. The tricks of the trade will do it.
1,300 gold for that rapier.
He's closing in on it.
Becomes so obnoxious to deal with because you just can't see him. And suddenly you're dead. As he now hits for almost 600 damage, ignoring backstab.
All right. They know that OG's going to come in and try and make the jump. And there it is. Actually, it's going to be Limp starting things off. It looks to commit in with the BKB. They're able to catch out, take down Saxa. Spike Carapace set up onto Seb with CS4 running towards the backlines, trying to split OG apart. Thompson comes in with a combo. Mid1 jumps over. The BKB coming out from Nico Baby as Nico Baby's out of the tricks of the trade. He's on the retreat. Mid1's looking for a target to chase. He's able to get in. Somebody plays down onto the PA, and they've got the damage with this rapier. Mid1 claims the double kill. See what S4 can do to put a stop to this. Mid1's actually keeping out. He's got to defend the base. He has to get back to the tier 4s. Seb's getting run down by S4. Can Seb get himself away from this? Another Yule's up, buying time for Limp to close the gap. In with the remnant. Seb down for 2 minutes. Mid1's out on the map. He's got the silence onto Limp. Limp getting taken out. The crits come into play. Mid1 gets the kill. Limp buy back immediately. Nico Baby in with the bash control, but Mid1's still got the BKB good to go. There's the avalanche drop down. Mid1 on the chase. He's over towards S4. S4 chaining out to the side. Another jump with the trick to the trade. That's PA down and out. A dieback on Nico Baby. Mid1 just tearing them apart here with the rapier.
But their base. Oh god! No tail just solo killed.
Able to hold people back as well. OG, they're going to be able to get this cleaned up. Who's taking what? Thompson, he's going to take the axe. As now they're chased in. They've got the catch on to S4. Limp jumping in with the BKB, trying to help out. Can they burst him out? The base is dying though. Tier 4s are falling. If Alliance could just sort of keep OG out and distracted, the Treants might just do it. The first tier 4 down, the second tier 4 down as well. As OG, they may be getting the kills, but they've got to get back. FNG's in, he's looking to close this out. The Treants are doing it. FNG's going to be able to end the game. He's got it, surely Thompson is trying to hold them off, but the creeps, they've finished it. Alliance will win the game. I mean, Alliance. I mean, it wouldn't be any other team on a sort of victory like that at the end.